Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you this burgundy golden shimmery eye. It's kind of another one of my go-to looks when I'm unsure of what I want to do for the day. And fun fact, I film these videos at like 5 in the morning when I'm getting ready to go to work. I'm using 24-hour eye base here on top of my very puffy eyelids. This is going to help keep everything on for the whole day. Swear to God, 24 hours. I'm taking Costa Roche eyeliner. It's an eye Kohl, so it's a very, very, very creamy pencil. It needs to be set with an eyeshadow or else it's going to move on you. And this is like a reddy brown tone. A nice trick is taking the 219 pencil brush that I'm using, I actually rubbed it across the pencil to pick up more of the product, and it makes the blending process a lot quicker because it's depositing product at the same time. And I just lifted the outer corner slightly where the two eyelids meet, your lower lid and your upper lid. I like to do this on my eye shape so that I don't drag the eye downward too much in the outside corner. Again, if you heard in my other video, the corners of my eyes are always an issue. So I'm just smudging this out to lay down the shape that I want. And then I'm taking it along the upper lash line. And I'm not going all the way in. When you work with eye Kohls, they're so creamy that you're going to move the product. So if you want your whole eyelid done, like right across the entire eye, like your entire lash line, you only want to apply the product about halfway and then blend it the rest. If not, you have to start blending upwards on your eyelid, and then you're going to have way too much product, which is fine if you wanted like a crazy smoky eye, but most of the time you don't. And then you end up with too much product, and that's how your smoky eyes are 10 times darker than you anticipated. So I changed the placement of my camera and lighting, and I can't get things right now, which is very frustrating. But that is Dreamin bronzer. It's from the new Electric Wonder collection, and it's a next to nothing powder, so they're like a non-drying, really smooth, lightweight powder. I use bronzers on my eyes all the time, so I'm just laying this down on the outside corner of the eye and in the crease and blending out our liner, so kind of everywhere with the 217 brush. So it's depositing and blending all at the same time, and these steps can be quite messy because you can fix them later. You just need to lay your product down. Something to keep in mind as well is bronzers blend differently on the skin, like on your eyelid versus how they blend on the face. So sometimes they don't pick up all the way. They're always a lot more sheer, so you have to spend a lot of time layering it, and that's kind of how I like to do my makeup regardless, which is why bronzers work really well for me. If you like to see like full impact right away and soften it later, bronzers on the eye are not for you. You would be better off using a eyeshadow, and if you're my skin tone, saddle would work really well for you. I'm taking Uninterrupted Eyeshadow, which is the new color, and I'm making the eye a little bit more yellow because it's got more of like a golden yellow undertone to it. Ochre, if you will. And this is going to add, because it's an actual eyeshadow, it's going to add a little bit more depth because it's more matte and it's more opaque. And I'm still using MAC's 217 brush to deposit that product on both the upper, in the crease and under the eye. I don't know what I was going to say there with upper. And I work very fast when I blend. I use short little strokes to blend everything. This stuff is bomb. This is the liquid Dazzleshadow. So it's basically just a glitter suspended in like a cream eyeshadow. And this one's called Flash and Dash, and it's more of a chunky sparkle, where there's some other ones that are more of like a chrome finish or like a finer milled sparkle. And I'm just laying this right across the lash line. I put this shit on everything. I love glitter. These set on their own. You don't need to put anything on top of them, but they could adhere like a loose glitter if you wanted to. And they can layer about twice. Like once it dries, you can put another layer, and that would be about it before you could see some flaking. I'm blending out, as usual, the lower lash line, and at this point I had stabbed myself in the eye, so my eye was going red in the corner there, which is very, very annoying. I'm running the Costa Roche eye Kohl just across the inner corner of my upper lash line, just to make the look a little bit more cohesive. And this here is that Touch and Soul product from my other video, which is basically just a shimmery champagne pigment, and I added it to the inside corner and then just the center portion of the lid, just to get more of like a high beam effect on the eye. Extra Dimension waterproof mascara. If you like thick, dark, black, almost clumpy lashes, because it's a rubberized formula, so it really thickens, it's really dark, this mascara is for you. It also has a lot of little like legs on the wand to really grab at all the lashes. And then there's also an applicator on the very tip of the brush that you can do bottom lashes or inside corner or deposit more volume. This looks great on people that have long eyelashes, unlike myself. And the reason you want to put mascara on first is so that the lash actually has something to sit on. Like your fake lash has something to sit on and blend into. Now for brows, as always, false lash maximizer. I'm running this through the whole brow as a base, so it's going to comb everything up, keep everything in place. I put quite a bit on this day. Something was off with my brows. So I'm just taking an eyebrow razor from the Face Shop, and I was just cleaning up the edges, like the top edge of the eyebrow, before filling it in and then pushing the hairs up with my nails. Perks of having long nails. And then I'm going in with Shape and Shade brow tint. So they are markers that draw very, very fine lines on your brow. This one is Fling, so, and it's, to be honest, I'm pretty sure it was almost empty at this point, but it was still depositing a bit of color. So I'm just going to shadow the brow entirely so that when you use darker colors, it's sitting against something that will make it look fuller. If you just go in right away with the darkest color, all you're going to see is lines. That's why the more product, the better. I'm just wiping away some of the hairs from the razor. This is taupe, so a darker gray, and I'm just creating a little bit more dimension in the brow. And you always want to work, when you're creating dimension, you want to work from the base of the brow up so that your colors are darkest, closest to your eye. If you start at the top, which you can, the eye becomes very dramatic and kind of very harsh. I'm taking False Lash Maximizer again and adding more thickness to the brow and using the tip of the brush to pull the hairs up more so there's more definition. And then this guy is Stud. Stud is dark, and I'm doing individual hairs that you could count, and going a little bit slower and lighter handed, and there's more space between each one, where if you notice with Fling I did the whole brow. This is just in between. Like, I couldn't tell you what lines are fake and which ones are actual hair. I love this product. Here is my tried and true 75s and 76s. Give them a little bit of a bend to pop them on. My eyes were so uncomfortable at this point. Pretty sure I dropped the lash on the ground. I dropped so much stuff. When I do my makeup, I don't know what my issue is. But these are pretty much customized to my eye shape. When I have to start a new pair, it's a fucking nightmare. I talk about it every time I do a lip video. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram at Miss Megan Robinson, and I usually film myself doing my lipstick every morning and complaining about something that pissed me off on my way to work. Here's the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, smash the thumbs up button, leave me a comment, subscribe to this channel so I do more videos, and hit me up on Instagram at Miss Megan Robinson, Megan with no H. I'm very active there. I like talking to everybody. I like when you comment on my stuff. Thanks for watching.